Good morning. Come on in. Happy hump day. Come on in. Like the video as you come on in. Like, share, subscribe. We got a lot to talk about. This is another episode of Wednesday edition of Car Chronicles. Come on in. We have a lot to talk about. Hopefully you can hear me. So I'm not going to start talking too much until I get the cosign that I have sound. Because lately YouTube been playing with me. Child, I be just talking away. Can't nobody hear me but the Lord. So I'm gonna wait. Let some people come on in. Good morning. Good morning. Can you hear me? Okay, sound check. Can you hear me before I start going in? Y'all know how I do it. Come on in. Can you hear me? Is the sound? Is there sound? Is there sound? Let me know. Let me know in the comments if you could hear me because I have a lot to talk about and I need for you to hear the words that are coming out of my mouth. Come on in. Come on in. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear the sound of my voice, please. Let me know. We got a lot to talk about. We got to talk about this A plus 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 economy that President Donald J. Trump said that we have. I'm trying to understand. I don't know if I'm missing something. Let me know. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? We got business to handle this morning. Y'all needs to be able to hear me. Can you hear me? Can someone put in the chat if you can hear me? Can you hear me? Y'all, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear my voice? Can you hear me? Like the video as you come on in. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Come on in. Y'all like the video. We have a lot to talk about. I told y'all yesterday on Tuesday's edition of Car Chronicles, I told y'all that yours truly, President Donald J. Trump, the J stands for John Quavius, President Donald John Quavius Trump. John Quavius over here. I don't know what it is over there, but the J stand for John Quavius over here. I told y'all he was going to be speaking yesterday in Pennsylvania. So listen, let me tell y'all what he's doing. So he is going to be, y'all know how like when he's running for president, he goes on the campaign trail and he's like doing these pop-up and he's talking or whatever. Well, this is what he's basically has been instructed to do by his, I don't know if her name's Susan. Y'all know that is her name Susan, the older lady who's a part of his team. Basically, she like, listen, player, we need for you to treat this whole midterm election situation. We need for you to treat it like you're running for president. We got to have your energy all in this. So to me, that it's showing that they're kind of really nervous about this midterm election and whether or not it's going to be favorable for them. So she was like, listen, player, we got to go back to our roots. We got to go back to our roots. I'm going to need for you to be outside in the front on the stage talking to the people, which is what you're good at. Because y'all know when Trump runs, like his appearances is like no other. Ain't nobody else appearance be like his. Y'all know them people come out deep for Trump. Y'all know like they be deep. Y'all know Biden's be having about 10, 12 folks. It'd be about 10 or 12. About 10 or 12. Trump be like thousand. Y'all know Trump be looking like he at the doggone Kid Rock concert with the way the masses, with the amount of people that show up for his rally. So it's a little different effect. So they're like, yo, we need the Trump effect all up in this, because we really need the people to show up and show out when it comes to this midterm, and the voting and all of that. What's up, Virtuous? Good morning. Good morning. So he's out there, he's talking. He is talking. Trump's like, listen, the economy is Gucci. The U.S. economy is Gucci. Let me repeat it for the people in the back. President Donald J. Trump said the U.S. economy is Gucci. He says that the economy, this woman, he was in an interview, y'all, and she asked him, I didn't make note of the name of the woman who he was interviewing with, but she was like, listen up, Trump, let's talk. Let me holler at you. If you were to rate yourself as far as like how well you're doing as far as with the economy, what would you rate yourself? That man, like, hands down, A plus 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 plus. He was like, she got the honor students over there. Listen, I'm honors, gifted, advanced. I'm all of that. We got all of that going on over here. What else you want to know? So I think the lady was kind of confused, because she like, play it like, how, Sway? Like, we're based off of what? Based off of what? So he was like, well, yo, I mean, everything is down. Like, you need to know, everything is down. The cost of food, groceries is down. Gas is down. Housing is down. He was like, everything is down. The only thing is up, y'all. Peep this. Y'all make note, because I'm about to tell y'all what President Donald J. Trump said. He said the only thing that is up is your stock and 401k. Listen, he said everything else down. Stock and 401k. He was like, that's the only thing that's up. So he don't know what you talking about. He don't know what news you listening to, what newspaper you reading, who you been having conversations with about how they saying the struggle is real. He was like, lies and propaganda. Lies and propaganda. He said everything is down. That's why he gives himself an A plus 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 plus. He said F for honest. He was like, listen, she, what you say, your baby girl in the gifted classes? I think I'm over there with her. I'm over there in the gifted. That's how I listen. You got them smart people that they be doing like, because it surely wasn't me, getting a above 100%, like my daughter, like 103, 105%. Trump said, yeah, he one of those. He was like, that's me. That's your boy. That is your boy. So if you want to know how he getting these A plus 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 plus, I done told you. I done told you. He said that everything is down. And he was like, and affordability, I don't know why these Democrats throwing out the term affordability. They just making up stuff. That don't mean nothing. Affordability. So that was concerning to me. The fact that he don't even think affordability, y'all, is a real word, a real term. He think that's just some made up stuff. So for those of you who are out here feeling it and short on the rent, short on the grocery bill, the electric bill, Trump said it's just an illusion. You're not really short. He was like, you're not really short. It's just how you think about it. I told y'all, people will play these mind games with you, these mental gymnastics with you, and it's up to you to be able to see what they say, the forest from the trees from the forest, however the hell that saying go. You got to be able to peep game. How about that? You got to be able to peep game. And I believe y'all, let me tell y'all what I think he's doing. I think Trump, when he comes out and speak in a way that don't align with what we feel like we're seeing out here, I think it's more of like a Jedi mind trick or a fake it till you make it. Don't they say that? Like, I be listening to y'all, the manifestation. Listen, I be getting into all of that. And it's basically built around like, you got to fake it till you make it. And sometimes you guys are going to lie to yourself because you keep telling yourself the lie. Guess what? You're going to start to believe it. And so as I listen to, that type of content, I can't help but to think about President Trump because a lot of times he speaks in a way and says things that don't align with what we're seeing. So I really been thinking lately, like, is he doing this on purpose? Because ain't no way, ain't no way, ain't no way. Is he doing this on purpose? Is he just claiming what he wants? Because don't they say you got to claim it. You got to claim it. You want that man, girl, you better claim that man. You better claim it. You want that ring for Christmas, you better claim it. So I'm like, is he claiming a good economy? Because, baby, I mean, the way these numbering, I had to go to Chat GPT to make sure I wasn't tripping. I said, all right, then, damn. Trump said he get an A plus plus plus. Listen, let me give him a benefit of the doubt and do my own research. And that's why I tell y'all, honor students, if you are a subscriber to my channel, I affectionately refer to you as a honor student because we are lifetime learners. I encourage you all to don't go off of what somebody say. You need to go see for yourself. You need to go see for yourself. So I said, I got to see for myself because this right here, you say he said what? Pause, pause. I had to become the keyboard thug to go type in some stuff to see, like, yo, like, am I missing something? Because I don't claim to know it all. Damn it, I'm finna go and do my research. So I said, let me go to this Diddy. Now we gonna call. Let me go to this 50 cent internet, this 50 internet, and see something. Let me type in what's the real deal with the U.S. economy. What are the pros and the cons of the U.S. economy? Y'all let me know how y'all feeling. If y'all live in the U.S., let me know because he was just in Pennsylvania on yesterday. And this is what he was telling the people, how everything is Gucci. And so they interviewed some people before I think the rally or whatever, to do a temperature check with the people to see, like, how are you really feeling? And so they caught up with a couple of people. Was a black man, a white woman. They were both older, seemed like they were seniors, and they were outside of a grocery store. And he was just like, so, like, let me know how you really feeling about what's going on out here, people, because Trump in town. Trump said only thing up is stock and 401k. He don't know what they talking about. Stock and 401k is the only thing up. So, Mr. Brown, let me know what you seeing. Mr. Brown, like, listen, I do all the grocery shopping in the house. I know prices. He seemed like he can probably play Supermarket Sweep. Y'all remember that game, Supermarket Sweep? And okay. He was like, I do all the grocery shopping. So I know what prices was yesterday versus today. He was like, everything is up. He was like, everything is up by like 50. He was like, it's up. He was like, ain't no way. He was like, mm-mm. I do the shopping. I do the grocery shopping in the house. And I promise you, everything is up. So he like, all right then, Mr. Brown, all right then, I believe you, because hell, I do the grocery shopping in my house and I know everything is up. Y'all, how many of y'all remember back in the day when your bill would be like $130 and you damn near coming out the store with your cart got stuff, bags filled to the top? I remember like a grocery haul for me for a family of 5 was like 100 and like I'm paying maybe like $150, $160. Bags just damn near falling off the cart at the top. Y'all remember them days? Y'all remember them days where you were like, damn, I got all these groceries. Like, you really did your big one that day. Now, how many of y'all get pissed off when you go to the cash register? You got about 8 to 10 things. You able to still be in the you able to be in the checkout lane. You know how they be having that checkout lane for fewer than X amount of items or something like 10 or less. How many of y'all get pissed off when you in that lane and your bill over $100? How am I in damn 10 item lane paying over $100? I don't understand. I don't understand. So now it's just like, y'all, it ain't nothing for me to hit it's nothing for me to hit $80. On average, I feel like when I am going into a grocery store, I am paying an average of minimum $80. Minimum $80. It is a God is good day if I'm going through checkout and my bill is under $100, because the 80 member became my new norm. So if I can stay under $100, I'm like, bet. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Because it's not that often that I'm able to do that. So Mr. Brown was like, I know you lying. The way these prices are pricing. So that was Mr. Brown. Then we move over to the senior white one, Miss Kathy. Miss Kathy, let me holler at you, Miss Kathy. Can I holler at you for a minute, Miss Kathy? I want to get your take on how you feeling about the con. Miss Kathy didn't even focus on like no specific thing in the economy that's like effed up. She was just like, listen, it's all bad. Miss Kathy didn't even hone in on nothing in particular. She was just like, nah, it's just bad. Like, listen, my quote is, it's bad. It's bad. It's all bad. So my thing is like, we hear Trump and the administration say one thing, but in our reality, that's not really what we're seeing. That's not what we're feeling. So it's just like, damn, am I tripping? That's why, y'all, I had to go to the internet. Y'all, I'm in the traffic light. Let me look through these notes real fast while I'm sitting here. I said, Chat GPT, I need for you, because they say you need to talk to Chat GPT like he your cousin. Listen, Chat, I need for you to help me understand what's going on. What is going on? Please share the pros of today's economy, because I don't understand. I don't understand. Hey, what's up, Virtuous? You say Dr. J. What's up, Awesome Moz? Good morning. Good morning. You all come on in, like the video. We talking today. Let me know, how are you feeling? The numbers are get all over the place. So welcome. Good morning, everyone. It's showing 174 of you in here. Please like the video. We are talking. I want to know, am I tripping? Trump said we Gucci. He gives himself an A plus on this economy. He said the only thing is up is your stock and your 401k. And that's assuming that you even got stock in 401k. Because that's talking about how many of y'all in here got a piece of stock or 401k. How many of y'all got that? Because I know a lot of people don't have jobs. But anyway, we're going to let that sit there. So I'm like, yo, Chat GPT, I need for you to help me understand what's going on. All right, so sitting at a light. Let me go through this real quick. I said, Chat, well, what's the pros? Let's just start with the good. What's good? Chat was like, well, we got a strong GDP. I mean, we had some growth in quarter two. It was at a 3.8 in quarter two. All right, then. He said, ChatGPT said that's due to consumer spending and a narrowing trade deficit. All right, then, I hear you. ChatGPT said, oh, Sheik, and we also got a high stock market performance. We've experienced records high this year. Oh, word? Yeah, we experienced record high with stock this year. Okay. He said Chat said we got a solid consumer spending, people spending money. Y'all, I talked about on my live yesterday. They said that people showed up and showed out for Black Friday this year. People showed up and showed out for Black Friday this year. So do people have money or nah? I'm just saying, I'm throwing that out. I'm just throwing that out. They said we have a narrowing trade deficit, which is encouraging companies to build parts and invest in the U.S. Y'all remember Trump when he first took office? He was like, listen, we shutting down. Listen, we finna tax and put these tariffs on anything, these imports and all that, because we need for you to do business at home. Home being the USA. Home being the USA. Trump said we done cleaned up by him applying that logic. He was like, yo, you got to do business at home. You need to figure it out. You said your pusher, your supplier is in Canada, China. He was like, well, you need to find you somebody else. You need to find you another plug, because we're not supporting that. And if you do want to continue to still try to do business with them, you finna pay this tariff on it. And that's on that. So it's just like, all right, then. So with him kind of putting that in place, it's made, according to him, President Trump, is made billions of dollars. It's made us a lot of money, which is what he's saying that he is going to. Y'all seen that he threw out there wanting to get people checks for what, like $2,000, almost like a stimulus check. He was saying that would come from the money that was made for the tariffs. Now, when they asked him, I'm telling y'all got to be able to peep game. So they're like, all right, then, player. All right, then, that sound cool. So when might the people receive these checks? Trump was like, I don't know, maybe like sometime next year or something. So what that means to me, y'all like this video. What that means to me is that Trump is going to dangle these checks over the American people's head for a vote. Because he know y'all got short attention spans. Y'all gonna be forgotten acting like he ain't done nothing for you if he give you that check in 2025. So he was like, I ain't even playing with them like that. They are not getting that check in 2025. They getting that check in the year that we need them votes. So I predict that if there will be a check cut, it will not be any sooner than the summer of 26. It would be whenever there's going to be the votes that they need, it will be around that time, because he needs for something to be freshly in your mind for when it comes time to go to those polls. He already playing at them games with the farmers right now, and the news talking about the farmers fell for it last time. A lot of the farmers, like, they voted for Trump. Trump like, all right, then, I know y'all pissed off. All right, then, Pete, listen. Okay, the tariff money. I'm going to give y'all a little something. All right, then, I'm going to give y'all a little something to hold you over or whatever, and y'all going to be good. But here's what I'm hearing with some of these farmers. They like, one of them was like, listen, a little one-time payout or whatever, that's good and all, but really what I want consistent customers, consistent, like, you know what I'm saying? What they say, you feed a man, he gonna eat once. You teach him how to fish, he'll eat forever. So these farmers are like, yo, I mean, it's nice you gonna cut a check, but what about ongoing? You need that business. That's like you got you a little dealership. Trump come through, buy a couple of cars. Okay, that was nice that month. What about the next month? Like, you need something that can help you continue to, to keep going. Not like a one-time thing. Y'all see what I'm saying? I mean, you can't live forever off of somebody just giving you, doing like a one and done. You need like reoccurring like income coming in. So these farmers, I'm hoping they won't fall for the okie doke like that. And when it comes time with the voting and stuff, they're not at the polls thinking like, oh snap, he cut me X amount of check, so I'm gonna go ahead and give them my vote or whatever, because everything is strategic and by design. Everything is strategic and by design. And that's why I repeat, since I've been back, because y'all know I took a 2-month break from YouTube. I just came back last week. I said, we are living in times where every man is for themselves. Don't be out here looking or thinking somebody is going to come and save you. Don't do that, because your feelings going to be hurt plenty of days. Don't do that. Don't think that a Democrat, a Republican, a red, a blue, a blood, a crip, don't think that anybody is out to save you. We have to look out for ourselves. And what comes with that is paying attention to one's actions. People can talk a good game all day long and give lip service, but if it's not followed through with anything, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? And so many politicians have come with the promises to get the vote, and then once they got the vote, it's a different conversation. It's a different conversation. So the farmers already got because they was told that he was gonna look out for them or whatever, which they voted for him. They showed up and showed out and voted for him. But now they down bad. So let's talk about what these cons. I told y'all what ChatGPT said what the pros are. The cons are persistent inflation, being about 3% consistently above the Federal Reserve target of 2%. It need to be 2% or lower. It's been consistently 3%. But remember, this is that economy that the Trump says that if he were to get a grade, he would have an A plus 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 plus. He like, Sheik, I'm in the class. I'm over there with your daughter. I'm with baby girl. We sitting, listen, I'm sitting next to her. We rocking it out. We holding it down. Trump said, Bumper, um, I'm in the advanced class. I'm in gifted. Yes, I am in gifted. So I'm like, all right then, player. Increased cost of living, housing, groceries, energy. Y'all, I just went to the internet to learn this information. You too can learn this information. I simply went to Google. Google, please give me the pros and the cons of this damn US economy in 2025 because I needs to know. So you can even type all that in, but you type your question in, hit AI mode, and it's gonna run it down. And what I'm saying is what it's running down is not aligning to what President Donald J. Trump is saying. Why is that? Why is that? I truly believe Trump is on his fake it till you make it. He faking it till you make it. Fake it till you make it. Listen, I'm gonna just tell these people that it's one thing, even though it's another. But if I keep putting it out there and implanting it in their head, my hopes and prayers is that they are going to come to believe this ish. I don't know no other way to think about what he could be doing because that's what I learned in the manifestation world. They said that you damn got to be delusional when you want something. That's what it say. Y'all go look up at manifestation videos. They was like, when you want something, you got to be delusional about it. You got to claim it. You got to claim it in a way and truly believe it to where people on the outside like, oh, you're nuts. So I've been wondering if he been listening to some manifestation content because he surely has been putting out information that's not aligning to what we are seeing. That's why I say you need to go out there and do your own research. You need to go do your own research. Um, Miami, Florida, they just voted their first Democrat in like almost 30 years. Did y'all know that? I learned that this morning. She's a woman. Eileen, I think her name is Eileen, out of y'all can look that up, out of Miami. She just got voted the first um Democrat mayor in nearly 30 years. So y'all, are we about to see a trend where things about to flip and see a lot of like these areas that were primarily Republican flip to Democrat? Because what's her name, Jasmine Crockett, she's trying to make history, and do something in Texas. She is a state representative. She's on the Democrat side, and she's running for Senate. And they also have not had a a Democrat in that position in a lot of years. I'm not quite sure how long, but basically she would be doing something historical if she were to win. I was listening to her because I don't really care for her like that. So I was like, let me see. She got a new wig on. Let me see what she talking about in her new wig. So I was like, all right then. So she's really going hard. She got her campaigns going, and her campaigns are consisting of like these sound bites of Trump insulting her. It's quite interesting. So I was getting into the comments on the video, where she was doing the interviews and seeing kind of, because I like to get in the comments on the videos to see how people are feeling about just whatever. And there's a lot of people, a lot of people don't like her. They think she's a lying. They think she be lying. They think she be lying. But then there was a good number of people, uh, in particular, like that I was seeing in the comments, like say if they, they may say, hey, I'm Hispanic, I would vote for you. Like, so there was some people who were like, yo, I like that you're willing to fight for the people. So it's going to be quite interesting. It is going to be interesting. I'm curious to see if Marjorie Taylor Greene, y'all let me know in the chat, y'all think Marjorie Taylor Greene is going to run for the House position? Because many believe the reason why she stepped down, or said at the top of the year she'll be, stepping down from her position as what she's is she in the Senate, is because she wants to run for a position in the House, and you can't be in a position running for another position like that. So that made sense to me, but I haven't heard her say yet that she's going to run for the House, a seat in the House. But what she is saying is that she's still getting death threats, and her son recently got a death threat, and she said she texted Donald John Quavius Trump too. She was like, I sent him a text. I showed him the threat that I got. I sure did. I sent it to JD Vance. I sent it to Donald J. Trump. I sent it to Susan. I think Susan is that old lady that I'm telling y'all. She the one told Trump he need to get his ASS out there and get on that stage and start talking to the people. She sent it to everybody in her contacts that she knew over at the White House to let them know about these threats against her family. She said, JD, oh yeah, and she sent one to Cash Patel. She said, Cash responded, all right, then I'm on it. I'm on it. Um, she said JD Vance responded to her saying some, nice words or whatever. He was real nice. She said, surprisingly, Susan didn't even respond, which she was the most surprised by that because she's a woman. So she was like, she got ghosted. Susan probably messed around and blocked her. Like, oh, damn, she got my phone number. Let me block her real quick. So Susan basically put her on unread. And then she said, Donald Trump. She was like, yeah, I got a response from Trump. Donald John Quavius Trump is a piece of work. She was like, I was appalled by what he said. I don't know if he cussed her out because she didn't even want to. I was kind of low key upset that she didn't want to say exactly what he said in his response to her. I don't know if he said, B, why is you texting me? You need to forget my number. I thought I had you blocked. I don't know. But whatever his response was, it had her to clutch her invisible pearls. She wasn't ready. She wasn't ready. But I don't think she slept that night after she read Donald Trump's text because she was like, y'all, I'm not going to even repeat what the check said. I'm like, why not? Why are you here playing in these people's face on the news talking about you text him, but you ain't finna say the hell he said? You done told your part on what was going on. Why we can't know what he said? I don't know if he said, B, you better just forget I don't know. I think he might have cussed out. She just said that she wasn't ready. She was in her Kevin Hart. I wasn't ready. Y'all, that lady still looked shook up as she was doing the interview talking about, the lady, the reporter was just trying her best to get her to kind of get a tea. Like, what'd he say? Hell, shit. Stop playing with us. What'd he say? Because she told everything else, but she didn't want to tell that part. But I don't want to say, why are you here? Why are you here, Marjorie? Why are you here? Wasting our time. So Marjorie was like, basically, Trump's response was, I don't give a damn. And that's on that. You on your own. Good luck, buttercup. So that was my translation of basically her saying stuff without saying it because she was talking, but she wasn't talking. But needless to say, them folks still on her neck about her quote unquote turning on Trump. So they still coming at her hard or whatever. So it'll be interesting to see if she'll run for a new position. What my once I get to my destination, I'll try to go through the comments. Since a lot of y'all like the video. Y'all like this video. I promise y'all this information I'm sharing with y'all, it's out there. I even be telling y'all how y'all can go out there and do the search to type in the keywords to learn this information. Like it's out there. It's out there. Um, let's move on to Paramount versus Netflix. Child, Trump trying to get the Ellises. Y'all know who the Ellises are? They got all the money. Y'all know it's about 5 people in the world. They got all the money. Well, one of them is the Ellises. It's a father and son. The daddy he was a co-founder of Oracle software company. So he worth almost about $400 billion. And then his son, I think the son named David. David is the CEO of Paramount. Paramount is owned by Skydance. but it's ran by David Ellison. I think that's his name. So it's daddy, it's the son David, and then you got the daddy. So Trump, like, listen, y'all say y'all supporters. I need for y'all to don't talk about it, be about it. Show me. I need for y'all to show me how hard you ride for me. Trump wants them to basically secure Warner Brothers because y'all, I didn't know this until this week when I was learning about when I heard Netflix won the bid. They won the bid for the purchase of the Warner Brothers Discovery, a part of it, because they don't want all of it. They just want a piece. They just want a piece of it. They just want a piece. Paramount want it all. They want it all. Warner Brothers like, nah, we don't need it all. We just want some of it. So Trump's like, listen, daddy, son, listen, y'all. I need for y'all to go ahead and do what you need to do to purchase Warner Brothers because they own CNN. Did y'all know that? I did not know that until whenever this deal happened. So I don't know if that was the later part of last week, whatever. Um, Warner Brothers Discovery owns CNN. All right, then bet. Trump don't like CNN. Trump can't stand the air they breathe. He cussed the reporters out any chance he get, talk greasy to him. He can't stand them. Trump cannot stand anybody who works for CNN. So he was like, yo, they got to, I need somebody to acquire them. So therefore, I kind of like over the summer when there was like when what Paramount came in and secured a deal for one of these networks that some of these people on television, the television who do these talk shows, y'all know Trump be strategic. So people was feeling like Paramount came in and did whatever because of Trump from his control or whatever. That's the same conversations that are being had right now, centered around Paramount wanting to come and purchase Warner Brothers Discovery because Trump don't like CNN how they cover him. Everybody knows that. Remember, he said they be lying. Trump said they be lying. They all bald headed liars. Like that's what he be saying. I mean, translation, but he's like they all be lying. And so he's like, yo, Daddy Ellis, son Ellis, baby Ellis, I need for y'all to go and handle that. But they were not successful when they went to try to handle it. They weren't successful. They lost. Netflix won. Netflix bought it for about, I think it was like $75 billion. But here it is, y'all. Peep game. Listen to this. I learned that the Ellises, so it's David Ellis and Larry Ellis. David Ellis and Larry Ellis. David is the son. Larry is the dad. Their bid was supposedly about $104 billion. They made a pretty nice bid. It just wasn't accepted. So that means that the bid that they made, their bid was exactly $108.4 billion. That was the bid that Paramount made. And they lost. Now I done told y'all, but here's the thing. Maybe, so now that I'm thinking it through, Paramount wants everything, like all of Warner Brothers Discovery. Netflix don't want everything. They just want like the media side. Like they don't want the television, the TV side. They're like, y'all, you can watch the TV, anything. You can have that. You can have that. We want like the media side, like the part that deals with like the movies and stuff like that. So Warner Brothers Discovery, they're like, all right, then we'll accept your bid. So they accepted the offer of the $75 billion. Bet. Paramount is now planning what they call a hostile takeover. So basically, these are some people that don't understand that no means no. So just think about that. No means no. So they're like, no, we gonna backdoor this situation and go directly to the shareholders. We're going straight to the WBD, Warner Brothers Discovery shareholders, with an all cash offer. I done told y'all, some people just don't understand. No means I said no. They don't understand that. So they like, we about to listen. We done already told Donald John Quavius, listen, we done already told this man, I ain't trying to go to this man and tell him that we couldn't secure. I ain't even trying to have him conversation. He done already damn near allegedly cussed Marjorie Taylor Greene out for texting him after hours. We ain't trying to get cussed out. We got to make this happen. I told y'all yesterday, like, the only way you can be in the circle of Donald J. Trump is if you got that 50 Cent kind of energy. That, that don't know how to back off, that go hard in the pain. Like, you got to have that kind of energy. If you ain't got that kind of energy, Trump don't want no parts of you. You got to be ride or die about it. You got to. Otherwise, he don't want no parts of you. You weak to him. Saying like, damn, we can't sleep. We got to make this work. So their plan through this hostile bid is to go directly to the shareholders with a cash offer of $30 per share. That equates to $108.4 billion, which is what is being said is the amount that they offered Warner Brothers, and Warner Brothers rejected it. So I'm wondering if Warner Brothers just don't want to sell to Paramount. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even about the money. It's like, we just don't like you. We don't like you. So we'll take this lower offer over here than opposed to accepting your offer that's more, because we know you on some other type of stuff. You finna be down do what they say, all money ain't good money. I'm wondering if that's how the WBD is operating, if they're operating from a all money ain't good money type situation, because it's the control. But y'all peep game. Already the Ellises are already on record with saying how if they are to acquire CNN, they making changes, because Trump said, changes needs to be made over there. So it's already been put out there that if Paramount secures the deal at the end of the day and take ownership over the full WBD, because they want all of it. They feel like it's in the best interest of the shareholders for, I guess, one entity to own all of it versus like separating it. And so with that being said, if they were to purchase WBD, Paramount were to purchase WBD, they already talking about who they trying to already get a walking papers to. They already saying who they getting rid of. Y'all want to know who they getting rid of? Do y'all want to know who they getting rid of the minute that they take ownership? I'm gonna let y'all know. Y'all get these likes up. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Because they already got two people already on the chopping block. Y'all put it in the chat. Who y'all think it is? I'm gonna give you one hint. They're both women. CNN. Put it in the chat. Who do you think already day one getting they walking papers? Like, they badge ain't gonna even work. So who do you think that is? Because it is two women that Trump was like, listen, day one, they got to go. They got to go. Day one. It's two women. Y'all let me know. Put it in the chat. Two women. Y'all get the likes up. It's over 200 of you in here. Like the video. Because I'm dropping this tea because I share information that's out here. I be all over the place because I deliver it in a way that I promise you nobody else delivering it, because people be trying to, like, they don't be wanting to put it out here like that. But I'm letting y'all know what's really going on. Because the father and son, the Ellisons, they didn't already put it out there like, yes, we shaking things up. We shaking things up. Somebody said Joy Reid. Nope. I'm going to let y'all know. The first name, Aaron Bennett. Is that Aaron Burnett? Y'all know Aaron, the white woman Aaron? Type her name in. Aaron. They said Aaron got to go. She need to go on. I don't know where she going. But she got to go. Aaron. Bye bye, Aaron. Aaron Burnett. I think her last name is Burnett. Wait, Aaron. Nah, girl. Yes, Aaron. Aaron got to go. They said Aaron got to go because when I was seeing these names, I wasn't recognizing. The faces wasn't coming to me, so I had to go. Child, Google is your friend. Y'all better go to 50 Cent Internet. Type in Aaron. Aaron, journalist at CNN. I think her last name I wrote down Burnett. And you can see her picture. I'm like, oh snap! Like she is the face of CNN. Like I know that face. So it's Aaron. And then the second one, y'all get ready. Breonna Kyler. Breonna, y'all remember? Y'all know Breonna, the other white woman. Breonna Kyler. Aaron and Breonna. They be all across the internet just dead dragging. Trump said, them wenches need to go. They got to go. They got to go. He trying to buy a whole them to get a whole network just to get them gone. He said they got to go. They got to go. So I can't help but to wonder if WBD chose the Warner Brothers Broadcasting Discovery chose to not sell to Paramount because they just did. They already knew that it was going to be on some other type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? They watched over the summer with Paramount buying. What network was that Paramount bought over the summer? That impacted some of the people who are on television who be talking about Trump and all of that. Was that Jimmy Kimmel? So maybe WBD was like, yo, like, we don't want Paramount buying our stuff. Like, we gonna play the game, tell them, all right, then we entertain your offer. But really, they was just praying to the gods that somebody else would come through and just make an offer that they felt like was better or something that they can try to rationalize or put out there that was better. But I told y'all, like, they are saying Netflix offer was just what, 75 billion, and Paramount's offer was over 100 with 108.4 billion. So it's just given that WBD just kind of felt like all money ain't good money. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just got to be able to walk and it don't even be about the money, because clearly they ain't hurting for no money. So it's already out there, y'all. Y'all can research that. This is the David Ellison and Larry Ellison. It's a father and son. They some of the top richest people, in all of the world, with like they're up there. Listen, Linda, listen. Listen, Linda, listen. It's going down in these US streets. It is going down. Speaking of going down, y'all like this video, but y'all think Pete Hegseth going down? Y'all think this man about to lose his check for the holiday? Y'all think it because they trying to impeach this man. They trying to impeach this man. I guess they said, all right, Donald John Cuevas Trump ain't going nowhere, so we gonna back off with trying to impeach him, because y'all know his first presidency term, they literally spent the entire 4 years trying to impeach that man. So now they're like, all right then, let's find somebody else. So now they on Pete Hegseth's neck. They on his neck. They on his neck hard. They are on Pete Hegseth's neck. They say he got to go. There is a Democrat representative who's filed an article of impeachment already against the Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth. So it's been filed, y'all. Paperwork been filed. The paperwork has been filed. Google it. Get into it. They're basically saying that he committed murder. He's guilty of murderous attacks on boats in the Caribbean. He's guilty of murderous acts on boats in the Caribbean. I don't know if you all are familiar with what's going on with that, but I'll do a recap. I talked about it yesterday. Y'all make sure you like and subscribe, but I talked about it yesterday on Car Chronicles. So listen up, buttercups, and like the video as you listen up. Pete, he's a Secretary of Defense, so that means he's a shot caller. He's a shot caller in the military, for the U.S. military. So he at the top. Everybody roll up to him. He had given orders to, I don't know if this person would maybe be a colonel, whoever, who's kind of more so boots on ground, because Hegseth ain't boots on ground. He's kind of sitting up at the top now. So the commander in charge, boots on ground, he was like, yo, that boat that's out there in the waters, they don't need to be there. They suspect. They bringing drugs over to the U.S. I need for you to go ahead and just knock them off. Listen, I don't want no man standing. I don't want nobody left to tell no story. Listen, they got to go. They got to go. Handle your business. That's the assignment. Do you understand the assignment, Colonel? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got it. So they went ahead and blew up the boat. All right, then. That was the assignment, right? That was part of the assignment. It was the part one, blow up the boat. Part two, no man standing. After they blew up the boat, they were able to see that there were two men left standing, hanging literally on the side of the boats. They were visibly injured, but they were alive. Now, I done told y'all that Pete said, I don't want no man standing. So Colonel like, all right, then, damn, we got two still left alive. We got to drop another one. We got to drop another one, right? Because the assignment is no man standing, and we clearly see there are two still left standing. So they dropped another missile bomb, whatever you want to call it. They dropped them. They hit them with another one. So now everybody go. No man standing. No man standing. Everybody gone. Everybody laid out, blew up to smithereens, whatever. Bet. So that was the assignment. This was back in September when this took place. Well, it became under investigation with that second bombing to the boat, because it's just like, I'm assuming, I don't know this part, y'all can let me know in the comments, was there somebody internally who dry snitched and told that there was somebody? Because otherwise, if nobody had dry snitched, how would we have known? Because the second video hasn't been released yet of the second bombing, showing the two people still left alive, but we all know. So y'all talk about in the comments, did somebody inside tell, hey, I got something for you. I got some intel for you. Remember back in September when the military bombed the boat in the Caribbean, and it was two bombs? Well, the reason why it was two is because it was two people left lit. I don't know. I haven't gotten that deep into it to know how it all came to light, but it's in the light. So they asked Hegseth about it, and he didn't had a couple of like different stories on what had happened and all that. But ultimately he landed on, listen, I was only around or having conversations with my peoples, the military head, up to the first bombing. I had to leave and go to another meeting. And while I was gone to that meeting, that second bombing took place. So I don't even know like what y'all talking about as far as like what had happened, because I wasn't a part of the conversations around that. That is what he is saying. But initially it said that his instructions were No man is to be left standing, which is why the second bomb went out, hit the boats, because on the video you can see two men hanging on the side of the boat. I think that's quite effed up for him to throw the person who reports to him under the bus, as far as with him trying to say that he don't know what had happened, when that person who made the call was following orders. I think that's quite effed up. I don't like that, because they teach you to follow orders, and then they tell you that when you follow orders, you will be backed and supported, and only when you don't follow orders, you'll get that wrath. So here it is, this person followed orders, and now their superior is all like, I don't know what had happened. I don't know. Listen, I don't know. I was in the bathroom. I was on the toilet. I ate something that effed my stomach up at that potluck they had. I don't know. I can't speak on it. I just know I was hurting in that moment and I couldn't even focus on, I don't know. So that's, so people like, all right then, let's just see the videos. We've seen, I think the first video has been put out there with the first bombing. Bet. So they asked Trump like last week or something, because I saw it. They was like, Trump, would you be willing to, or will you authorize or approve, be willing to have the video of the second bombing released for the people to see